Hello everyone, my name is Gabby and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super review. This time reviewing episode 71. Goku is acting strangely and no one knows why. When his sons confront him over it, Goku explains that someone is after his life, and that person is none other than Hit, who was hired to kill him. Goku senses Hit's approach and faces him off in secret. He puts all his power into fighting Hit, but this time Hit is fighting to kill. He hits Goku in the heart, stopping it and killing him. So, what did I like about this episode? First of all, I really enjoyed kind of the focus we got a bit more on Goku's family, in particular Goku's sons. Sometimes I feel like Dragon Ball Super, at least in slice of life moments, feels a little bit more biased towards Vegeta's side of the family than Goku's. But Goku has kids as well, and it was really nice to see them actually interact. Like Gohan and Goten kind of concerned over their father and like sort of tailing him around and everything like that. Heck, honestly, it actually felt like these characters had a bit of characterization to them. Like Goten felt like he had a bit of characterization to him, and that suddenly he decided he didn't think that the same man outfit was that cool, and he doesn't want to be treated like a little kid. And it's weird because honestly, Goten has not really had any personality other than just being a cheerful kid basically this entire series. So having him actually sitting acting like his own character was really refreshing. I don't know if that's gonna stick, but it was for this episode, and it actually, for the first time in this entire series, it made him feel a little bit interesting, so that was cool. Not to mention, I also love it anytime this franchise ever uses the Gohan and Piccolo relationship, especially nowadays, they're both adults, but it's Gohan still kind of goes to Piccolo for advice and stuff like that. It's one of my favorite kind of significant relationship between side characters in this series, and they used it this episode, just briefly, but it was fun. I love it when they do that. Maybe it's because this is one of the first slice of life episodes where everything is pretty much played completely for drama, it's played completely straight. They don't just try to make everything funny. It actually kind of felt like there was consistent writing here. Goku and Hit's relationship is honestly kind of addressed during their fight. And then there's stuff like when Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, no, Piccolo actually realizes he can't actually sense him, and that means he's going Super Saiyan Blue. That is a level of writing I was not expecting from something that is just kind of a throwaway 2-episode mini arc. I also really enjoyed that entire sequence with Hit getting a job to assassinate this random space mobster and going to this world, this kind of space sci-fi world, and using his time skip ability to easily go to this space mobster and assassinate him. It's really interesting actually seeing Hit's abilities used in action to kill someone. It's one of those times where it feels like Dragon Ball takes a random genre shift into a completely different scenario, but it was really entertaining, and I thought it made Hit look really, really cool, so I enjoyed it. As for what I didn't like about this episode, this is more just a retroactive thing because I know some stuff about Super right now, and that is the fact is it seems like this sort of mini arc is only really going to happen for another one episode, so it's kind of strange that this episode, for it kind of sort of seemed like being the setup for what seems to be a Goku Hit rematch. It's kind of interesting that most of it was basically just spent on Gohan and Goten trying to figure out what was going on, and not actually really kind of building up the fight in the first place. If you really think about it, nothing really happened in this episode, which means that if anything is going to happen, it's basically going to be all shoved into the next episode, and I wonder if that's going to make it feel a little rushed. I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure, this episode was basically all focused on the drama of Goku dying, but the fact is, I don't think anyone's really expecting this death to actually be permanent, not even because of the episode preview, but because we know that there's going to be arcs later on where Goku is going to be important. So it's this episode was just kind of building up a tension and building up this drama, but we all kind of know the drama's not going to mean anything, so it kind of made this episode feel a little pointless. As for next episode, to the surprise of absolutely no one, Goku is either not actually dead or he's going to get revived somehow because he's in the next episode preview and he is fighting Hit. It seems like what this mini arc thing was really trying to do was just provide a Goku Hit rematch where Hit doesn't have to worry about accidentally killing Goku. Judging by the preview, it looks like it's also an Naoki Tate episode, so expect a lot of very loose, sometimes off-model animation, and hopefully a lot of good actual animation. Mostly just because I've seen people kind of ragging on the next episode preview because it looks kind of off-model, and it's that is kind of Naoki Tate's style. He's very off-model all of the time. So just so you know, it's not because the animation budget ran out. This is kind of intentional the way they're drawing it, so just so you know that for next episode. So that was Dragon Ball Super episode 71. Honestly, really, despite the fact that not much really happened, I do think it was actually kind of an enjoyable episode. It didn't really do much in the grand scheme of things, but it did explore aspects of the series that that you'd never really actually see otherwise. Stuff like Goku's relationship to his kids, and Hit actually doing his job as an assassin and sort of looking at his relationship to Goku as well. The fact that this arc seems to just kind of be a Goku Hit rematch almost makes me think that the next arc to come, we're not going to see any confrontation between Goku and Hit there. So I do wonder how well the next episode is going to be and what the fight is going to be, and hopefully the revelation as to why Hit is after Goku is not going to be ridiculously stupid, which I am kind of worried about. We do now know what the next arc of Dragon Ball Super is going to be, but it's actually not starting until February, which means even with a bunch of breaks, there's going to be a lot more kind of big chunks of filler episodes that we're going to get until we get to the next arc. So I do kind of wonder what we're going to be getting in those episodes. We've seen some provisional titles for them, and some of them do sound honestly really exciting, but obviously there's not going to be anything like big scale that's going to be happening after this Goku Hit rematch, it seems, very likely. So I don't know what's going to be happening the next month or so, but I hope it'll be entertaining for the very least. So this is Gabby, signing out, and I'll see you all next week. Bye guys!